Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today is the 4-month update on the Cerakote Pro Ceramic Coating V2 versus Quartz Lite. Now, this panel has been sitting in my backyard for 3 months and 2 weeks because I gave it 2 weeks to cure in the garage when we first started up. And I haven't washed it or touched it since the last update video. It's just been sitting out there. So this is a static panel. It's not like a car that's being driven. It's just getting subjected to vertical rain and dirt, which has built up on the surface. And I'll show you. I'll insert a clip here of me panning across it before I washed it. But it is getting dirty. So although it is not a driven car, it is being exposed. It is getting some stuff building up on it, and we've had a range of temperatures. You'll see up there that my garage is still 22 degrees because right over here is a fridge, but and it's fairly insulated. But the panel did see some colder temps and some rain. It's seen a lot of heat, but it's also seen now the rains, and some of the colder temps are coming back into play. So we are getting a little bit more variation in this test at the 4-month mark. So basically it's gone through, it was installed in May. And so now we've, cut through the summer months, and we're going to start getting into the cold months. And then that will give us the other half of the equation when it comes to the climate that people see. So people who see hot climates, well, up until now has sort of been yours. We've been fairly hot here considering it's British Columbia. But now we're getting into, some 12-degree mornings, some rain, and it's going to drop from there. It's slowly going there, but it'll eventually will get in single-digit Celsius. But it did see some single-digit Celsius when we first set it up. There was a couple days where it was still like 7 degrees, which is winter tire time. So it's seen all of it. But yeah, so I've already done the wash. So I know what's going on. You guys can find out. But one of these guys, and guess now, but one of these guys is starting to fade. And we've done lots of testing with Quartz Lite, and we haven't seen it fade, too much in most of my tests so far. So it'll be interesting. Which one do you think is fading? Anyway, let's cut to the wet stuff. So, as you can see at the hop, right off the hop, Quartz Lite was a good chunk back from bring that out from the Cerakote, which we'll get out. I appreciate the packaging, but it is sometimes you just want to get in there. It is fading a little bit at the beginning, and then you're seeing, you're seeing it come back as we go through the motion. So I did put some text on the screen, but I'll tell it anyways, is that we did initial wash, which is the pH neutral shampoo. And then because it was fairly built up in that back half where it slopes away, I actually washed it twice in a row, just because that detail factory brush is pretty gentle. And if there's any kind of stubborn, it's not going to get it out. But 2 washes, and you could see that the Cerakote side was freed of any dirt. It was clean. Then we hit it with the water spot remover, because again, this is not being driven. It's only seeing rain and like mineral type exposure. It's not seeing fallout or tar. So, excuse me. So we hit it with that just to see if there's anything else stuck on there. And the Quartz Lite was still knocked back a bit. And so I thought, I actually at that point had wrapped it up. And I was like, well, that's the review. That's the video. And I was like, wait, I should do a wet wipe. I should wipe it down, dry it off, and then re-wet it. And that brought it back just a smidge more. But I did wash these down again after the mineral remover just to see if there was any residue from that, because that product's actually supposed to be just wiped off. But I prefer rinsing it off and shampooing it afterwards to, if it loosens anything, to try and knock it off with it, because I have really soft water here. I don't have to worry about the water causing more damage again. But yeah, so you could see that only after the wet wipe and all the other steps did we see the peak performance again of the Quartz Lite. But again, this is starting to pull away from it now. We're starting to see that gap. So that was very interesting. I was kind of surprised that that the Quartz Lite fell off as fast as it did in what I, kind of consider the lightest test I've done on it. It's just a static panel. It's not being driven on a car. So yeah, interesting stuff 4 months in, but it costs no time or energy for me to let that panel sit in the yard for longer and longer. So that's where it'll be. And we'll, maybe if I notice anything after a month or so, I don't really pay too much attention to it, to be honest, because it's not been raining that much. I just let it sit on a piece of patio furniture that's fully exposed, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. If we do maybe 5-month update or 6 months, I don't know what we're gonna do. Depends when I sort of decide to look back and when I release the last video and be like, oh hey, I should probably do a video. So yeah, anyway, that's it for now. Thank you again for watching. See you in the next one.